Doki Doki. I think it normally does that, but I swapped out fast enough that it stopped. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any differently when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Dude, I love her house. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that I've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. I'm not making a mistake here, right? Because it's supposed to be the day of... I thought it was the morning of the actual thing. Very strange of her to not run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Okay, I am right. I was like, I swear that this is the right thing, but it just feels terrible no matter what. I love her little cow plushie. It's so cute. I want one. Hey, Jovine. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room's as messy as it always has been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. It's because I end up cleaning it for you. This music's so sad. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait. How did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monika told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? I guess that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monika today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up for anything. Oh, so just me and Natsuki then? Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares at a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Jovine. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have worried about me at all. You wouldn't have to come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Jovine. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I've been late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put energy into caring and waste them? Put their energy in caring to waste by having them spend it on me. That's what it feels like. And that's why I want to make everyone so happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it even possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me just to not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat is being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone at the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. Oh, this is such a painful part. Every time. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pulled her in a tight embrace. Jovine. Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Jovine. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms stay at her side. She starts sobbing. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Don't do this to me. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. But all I want for her to know is that I care. If you have to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Too sad. I'm gonna do anything else right now. Yeah. Especially for me, it hits super close to home. I think that's part of why I connect with Sayori more than anybody else. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Jovine. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, alright? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all the days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please, don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. So, is this where I'm supposed to swap, or do I need to finish through the entirety of the Natsuki thing? Because I know she asks another question later. That's very important. But I'm not sure that it matters what I pick there. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki's coming over, too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously waiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside my front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Oh, she's in comfy clothes. Comfy, Natsuki, smile. What's up? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something different than her school uniform kind of threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so it'll be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki's carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients I didn't already have at home. Good. Glad I can count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly saying that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of the school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. You impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed. Seems like I always do underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they think I'm only worth my size. It's fun to get me small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. See, the one thing, like, Natsuki has like half Toph vibes, and that's probably the half that I love about her. But like the other half I just don't care for at all. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about more weird things because we're not at school. Are you getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? It's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey, now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be nicer to you, you know? Just because I don't have some mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like a... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki. Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little bit more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, what was that to me? Who else? It's just never winning with you, is it? Let's just get started already. You get all sour when girls call you gross. I finally found your weakness. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled flour, fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki's babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors are different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Oh, that's a cute idea. Are you doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I am having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of coloring into each of them. That does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation's where you really get to be creative and have the most fun. 1,000,000 times more worth it in the end if I'm just looking at everyone else's eyes light up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting those cat-shaped ear cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I'm able to make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and huge bowl for icing. Huh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Doesn't Diva say that? Oh my god, she actually does, word for word.
Are you even trying?
It's so perfect for that. Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her hand to tilt the whole bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, huh? You forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. Like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my fingers. Natsuki tugs with all my might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. gross! You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez, you know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist in my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Why is the frosting that color? Whatever. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking out the icing. Lewd. What? Did you seriously just... Ah! Natsuki's so surprised she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. You really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood just turn so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki reaches the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make this steak all that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Cheese. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers in our heads. But the moment's already lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. That smells so good! The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look! She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the tray. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that! I brought some decorating stuff too, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that'll make it look all nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers! We probably won't be using it this time, though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a thinner tip than the rest. That one's really thin, so you can make it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday, or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's just a literature event, right? We could make it more literature-themed by writing different words on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based off the word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute! Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can dress and act like... You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well... Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Did you say something? No, nothing! Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle on each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so you shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about it before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all aside to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. She would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I really need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway. I was hoping we had time for manga, but I need to be home in time for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori can carry some, we'll probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat me. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. Well, I think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get close to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Huh? What you said before, about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that, if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go somewhere... do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely as if she's trying to hide her expression. If only. Aww. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. I thought you only cared about getting this done. If only, dude. Natsuki, why? I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to have to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks matching my eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Huh? Hi, Jovine. Sayori. Just now we weren't... It's okay, Jovine. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Aw, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any of my cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come over and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've both made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. It'd be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monika was right. I should just... Monika? Monika was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be here by your side until I don't feel any more pain. What? Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. Slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said that I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. I know what's about to happen. I know that there's nothing I can do here, and I'm screwed no matter what. but it still feels bad. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm gonna give you. Sayori, I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you can like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day helped me realize that you truly are the most important to me. So I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I'll know we'll both be happy. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Is this really okay? Yeah. I held Sayori in my arms and pulled her close. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it's always been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey. Sayori gazes at me once more, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me that you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feeling as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should do something more. Or something different. I know these thoughts will continue plaguing me until we're back the way they are. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I'll know that I'll give it everything I got. Sayori's the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Alright, now we're going to save this one. And we're going to load. It's time to get to the Yuri arc. Or the, sorry, not the Yuri arc. Next up's Natsuki. Spam click, it's faster to RNG brute force this than to look it up. Oh, I'm just clicking all the words that seem positive. Somehow now I'm picking all the words that are like special? Kawaii. Fun. Cute. Pure? Sugar. Skirt? I don't actually know who kisses. You're at 6 Sayori already, apparently. Beauty? Heart? How? Dude, this game hates me. This game hates me. Doki Doki! Color. Marshmallow. Bouncy. Joy. How? Bubbles? Skirt. Party. Shame sticky? Kiss. I'm actually like reading all of them. Happiness. Dang it. Excitement? Lollipop is 100% for her. Milk is 100% for her. If there's anything that's food, it's like easily her. I don't know actually who Melody would be. Love? Nope. I think ribbons, yep. Hope. Bliss? Romance? Dang it. Have you, are you counting? Because I actually don't know what I'm at. I'm picking email. Hilariously, it's the right one anyways, but vanilla. Flower? I think flowers. Smile? I don't actually know what I'm at. If I talk to Monika first, it'll tell me, right? Hello? Oh, hey, this looks like it's Natsuki, judging by the fact that I can't skip this text, so it's new. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. Closet scene. Oh my. These closets are so big! I still don't get this. This is not what a closet looks like, by the way. Like, they fit an entire normal closet inside of, like, a bookshelf. It's so weird. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monika. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of helping you collect? What's the point in keeping your organized collection organized if someone just is gonna mess it up? Natsuki sees that small. Lol. Natsuki sides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga's one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out what the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's written all over your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on one side of the note of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it on my hands. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right back in the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box with one missing book is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That's not actually a real series. Wait, did somebody actually make the Parfait Girls manga because it was brought up? Is it supposed to be like a pun off of Fruits Basket? Or like that general same concept? I actually don't know. I don't know anything about Fruits Basket, so I'm just making a huge assumption. Probably means it's way out of my demographic or simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I think it's just meant to be cutesy. Fair enough. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. I'll tell you one thing, Jovine. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Yes. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Then she takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. I was about to say something, but I realized I'm just not going to say it. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't all read at the same time like that. Where's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open my book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer to the additional space, thinking about closet scenes tomorrow? Lol. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometime after I've finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like there's a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. The best kind. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Dude, cute girls doing cute things is literally the best genre, and I will fight anybody who disagrees. Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop. But that's just to help you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into their backstories, when all the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it really good. That reminds me, I really need to finish Comedy Snafu. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Oh, Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. And this chapter seems like it's about baking. It's just a guess, but there's a lot of baking in this manga. Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get about in baking about the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into something because it's in a manga. I just feel bad for anybody that's impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's pretty good at it, so who am I to judge? Aw, look at the little eyes. Wait, isn't there a different scene where she's doing this and her eyes go like glitch demonic? We were on the floors for a few minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Yeah, in Act 2? Okay. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Can't even bring it up with most of them being like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. That's because your dad's a punk ass. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monika was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? I see that little tooth. So? Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. It's Minori. Wait, where do I know that name from? I think Minarine's a character from my teen romantic comedy snafu. Hiri Ori no Shishin love comedy. Bum, 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 bum. Yui Gahama. Ayama. Miura. I'm trying to remember where I remember the name Minarine from. I really do need to finish that show. My friends would be so much happier if I did. They would also be really happy if I finished Love Chunibu and Other Delusions. I always feel a little bit bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Dude, her nails are so pointy. Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. I thought, though you do look pretty cozy over there. Huh? Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily sides herself at least 12 inches away from me. All right. I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monika just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Huh? Is that really all right? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. I like to imagine that's exactly how she would say it too. Just like the most nonchalant way possible. By tomorrow. I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? All right then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. I told Natsuki I was interested in poems yesterday. Probably only fair if I showed her mine first. I'm assuming this is all new because it's Natsuki's poem written this way. Perfect. Okay, well, we'll start with the thing I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's kind of what I had in mind when writing this. I want to hope you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monika said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing if my poem was, if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great. Let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... you don't understand anything, do you? Like I already told you, you don't have to go announcing to the world that you're like so self-important. Pretty sure you would have never actually said that. I say mostly to myself. Natsuki must have really hate me or something. I can't figure out whether or not it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess, but only because Monika will make me if I don't. Okay, so all of the reading their poem is pointless. Sayori just literally always says the same thing. That's kind of sad. I like it. Really. It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, geez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There are lots of poems or stories out there that know more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines wrong. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express the views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. It's interesting how much you can skip on second playthroughs. I'm always not prepared for that. Yuri gets super mad, if I'm not mistaken, because I think she hates...
What's up?
Hey, how's it going? Wait. Oh no, I did that backwards. No! I thought it was supposed to be who do I side with while my stream was a minute behind. Was it really? Doesn't matter who you pick here? Seriously? But Natsuki has... Oh, no. I picked it right. I picked it right anyways. Natsuki has a point. I think that... I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with a few words. Did you say anything to you? No, I said hi. You only need 3 poems. That's fair. Can be as impressive as well. Let's read imagination just take over. I think I have to do both for all the different unlocks, though, for DDLC Plus. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing. And sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticisms can lead to something pretty heated. Maybe in DDLC Plus you need to throw poems, the choice, and the weekend pick. Who knows? Not me. But that's what I'm gonna go for, mostly because it gets me all of the choices anyways. I'm not planning on getting every single combo, but we'll find out. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice caught into her eyes. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri! Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. Oh boy, oh dear, hope that there's no 1 poem for each unlock. Oh god. Why'd you have to say that? Why'd you have to say that, Cyclone? So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Great, now I've cursed the reality with my words. Sorry. Can't believe you'd do this to me. I can't believe you've done this. Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time than she boasted. Sayori and Monika look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. Huh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulders. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other poems, right? Hope that was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you. And to be honest, it's nice change of pace from lazing around we got too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not that. Not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you should take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club's for. I disagree, Monika. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monika's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Meow. 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 Bum 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 bum. Dude, you gotta be kidding me right now. Speed! Dab. Okay, rainbow. Nope. Sugar. I should have done candy because that one's free. Lollipop. Puppy? Feather. Who writes about the feather falling? That's Monika. Lost the run to RNG, dude. Fireworks? Interesting. Heaven scent? What a fancy word. Strawberry. Always food. Kawaii. Sparkle. Really? Sparkle was hers. Games. Oh? No. Nibble. Pink. Bubbles. Pure. Bliss. I'm bad at this. Skirt, I know, is hers. Email is also hers. I should have picked email again. Fireworks are bittersweet. I guess, because they're over so quick. Agonizing. I'm picking one that is Yuri. So if I don't have one that I know for sure is Natsuki, I might as well just pick a Yuri one. Dark. What? Vanilla. I'm pretty sure I'm fine there. I'm pretty sure that one works. We'll know if our fast forward just goes through the entire day. Oh, not fast forwarding anymore. We did it. And we will get back to this after this short break. Get up, stretch, grab some water, be healthy.